Hello friends, welcome to the Winners Capsule YouTube channel. If this is the first time you are viewing my channel, then here is a short about it. This channel is focusing on making your day-to-day studies easy through simple videos on various topics for all classes under SCRT and CBSE syllabus. Not only that, I used to upload many videos related to general knowledge and various competitive coaching on various competitive examination, etc. Hope this will help you to win all the studies. All the best. Please do support the channel with the likes and subscription. If you like my channel, please share it with your friends. Now let us move on to the session. In this session, I'll be discussing the units and measurement part 5 in the area of 8th standard physics. The main area which I am going to cover in this session is important practical units. In the previous sessions, we have familiar different SI units. Students, we are going to understand the various practical units which are applicable in the scientific world. This session will be helpful for if you are preparing for competitive examination in future also. Not only for your clearing SCRT syllabus, but this will help you for clearing the various competitive examination. Let me directly move on to the session. First of all, I would like to discuss the few important, the practical units of length. You know that the length is a physical quantity. The standard unit will be meter. So normally, as far as the practical measurement concerned, one of the important unit is angstrom. 1 angstrom equal to how many meters? 10 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So this will be really helpful for the atomic physics. Okay, for example, the length between nucleus and the electron. How to calculate the length between nucleus and electron? Already you cannot imagine the length. It will be very much tiny. So how do you explain this in terms of angstrom? And also Fermi, another unit is Fermi regarding the nucleus. So what might be the diameter of the nucleus? Likewise, okay, what might be the thickness of the electron? For example, Fermi is one of the popular unit. So here, 1 Fermi, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 15 meter. So remember that, how to convert these units into SI unit, that you have to remember. Okay, 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Similarly, if I talk about the size of the bacteria, okay, you can able to explain 1 micron, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. This is concerning the molecules. Okay, if you want to study in depth about the bacteria, molecules, etc., this dimension will really help you out. Let us take some examples related to the astrophysics. So in case of measurement of length, we can choose one more unit, that is called astronomical unit. It can be defined as the mean distance of the Earth from the Sun. So that is called astronomical unit. That you have to remember. The mean distance between the Earth from the Sun. And also 1 AU, you can call it as 1 astronomical unit. That is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. So you can able to convert 1 AU into meter, 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. That you can able to imagine. That much of length, length you can able to, dimension is very much high, that you can able to mention. So normally it expressed in terms of astronomical unit, especially to calculate the distance of planets. So likewise, there is another unit that is called a light year. Okay, so what is a light year? Do you have any idea? It is very simple. It is a distance traveled by the light in vacuum in 1 year. That is called a light year. So how can you express light year in terms of a meter? So there is a shortcut. The light year, 1 light year can be expressed as 9.5 into 10 to the power 15 meter. That is called a light year. If I talk about the distance of the stars, you can able to explain the distance of stars with the help of light year. Remember this particular point. So see the dimension, you can able to think 10 to the power 15 means you can able to imagine. Okay, 9.5 into 10 to the power 15 meter. That is called 1 light year. Okay, these are quite interesting. If you are if you are really interested, especially in the area of space studies, all those things, this will really astrophysics. It will be really helpful for your future also. Likewise, I would like to mention one more unit that is called pars. Okay, parsec. What do you mean by this? What is parsec? It is defined as the distance at which an arc of one astronomical unit. This is an arc of one astronomical unit subtends at an angle of creating an angle of 1 minute. See, this is your angle. Okay, and arc will be one astronomical unit. This is actually 1 parsec. Okay, you know that the angle theta is equal to L by radius. There is a relation between the angle, length, and radius. So likewise, you can relate this. So the parsec, 1 parsec can be written as 3.1 into 10 to the power 16 meter, 10 raised to 16 meter. So this is the dimension of 1 parsec. You can able to imagine that how length it is, how much length it is. Okay, it's a huge dimension, and you can able to represent the 1 parsec and 1 astronomical unit and the angle in this fashion. Let us talk about some important practical units related to measurement of mass. If you want to purchase huge amount of steel, it will be expressed in terms of metric ton. You know that 1 metric ton is equal to 1000 kilogram or 10 to the power 3 kilogram, 10 raised to 3 kilogram. If you want to buy a bulk amount of grains, it is expressed in terms of quintal. 1 quintal is nothing but 100 kilogram. So these are the popularly used practical units. You should understand. Hope you are understanding. Let us continue the discussion. Regarding pound, 1 pound will be expressed as 0.454 kilogram, especially weighing the newborn babies. This can be used. And also regarding the grains, 1 slug is equal to 14.59 kilogram. Regarding the crops production all over the country, that is expressed in terms of slug. 1 slug is equal to 14.59 kilogram. Okay, that is a conversion that you have to understand. Okay, hope you are understanding. Let us continue. One more important information, it will be helpful for your general knowledge purpose. If you are participating any quizzes, any MCQ, multiple choice questions, or any other quiz competition in your school, this question will be really helpful. Which is the biggest practical unit of measurement of mass? That is called the Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit, that is actually the biggest practical unit for measuring mass. Very, very important. What is Chandrasekhar limit? You know, 1 Chandrasekhar limit, that is equal to 1.4 into mass of sun. That is equal to 2.785 into 10 to the power 30 kilogram. How big it is? You can imagine. Okay, what is the quantity, size of the quantity? You can able to imagine. So this is actually the Chandrasekhar limit. Very, very important. Please note in your physics notebook, and you can make a note, and you have to recall whenever such kind of questions are going to ask. Okay, this is applicable especially in the astronomical area, astrophysics, especially like massive black holes, study of this kind of black holes, etc. So that's the application of this Chandrasekhar limit. And also let us list out a few more practical unit of measurement of mass. 1 atomic mass unit, AMU, you can call it as AMU, that is equal to 1/12th part of mass of single carbon atom. So that is 1 AMU. Okay, 1 AMU. Similarly, 1 AMU can be written as 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. So that is another typical representation of 1 atomic mass unit. What is 1 atomic mass unit? It is the smallest practical unit of measuring unit, which is the largest measurement of mass, measurement of practical unit of mass, Chandrasekhar limit. So, which is the smallest practical unit of measuring mass? Absolutely, it is AMU. It is used to measure the mass of a single atom, proton, neutron, etc. If you want to study about nanotechnology, this will be really help you out. And chemistry also, some part of chemistry. Now I would like to discuss about the practical measurement of time, practical unit of measurement of time. You can say that one solar day, that is equal to 24 hours. One sidereal day, that is equal to 23 hours, 56 minutes. That is called a sidereal day. One solar year, how many days? 365 solar day. That is nothing but you can able to make out it as 336 sidereal day. One lunar month, that is equal to 27.3 solar day. Find out these relations. You can expect some numerical example as well. One shake is equal to 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. Very small, tiny unit of time. Okay, so these are the popular units which are concerning for the measurement of time. Just keep in your points in your mind. This is very important. These units also very important. So in this session, we discussed about the practical units of length, mass, and time. If you are having any queries, you can put up in the comment box. Surely I will revert back. Students, please note down those points in your particular notebook. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.